Hello, Sergio. Good morning.
Good morning, Cesar.
How's it going, Sergio?
Oh, nothing new.
Nothing new.
Yeah.
I do have news.
Oh, what's up?
Well, I mentioned that I came to visit my parents-in-law, my suegros. Um, we're spending the new year here with them in a different state. And I brought my dogs. I have two dogs, a Beagle and a Husky. And I was playing with them yesterday. And all of a sudden I hear a crying. And my Beagle started smelling, and he led me. I mean, he was directing me into a puppy. And yeah, it's a small puppy, a female, like 2 months. Someone left her there, like just alone. So yeah, we discovered a new puppy.
Oh, but it's a good news.
Yeah,
Or
I
not?
mean, yes, good news, but I was very mad at the beginning. I was very angry, and then I'm happy. Angry
Oh,
because
yeah.
I don't know why people do those things.
Yeah.
And then, well, she's very smart. She is a mix of a Labrador Retriever, and she's very smart. For 2 months, 3 months, she's very, very smart dog. And well, we're trying to uh, get her to the veterinary and then find her a home. And but yes, that was me yesterday. So yeah, I guess something new before the year is over, right?
Yes, it's a new member of your family.
I know. I know. All right, sir. So, okay, let's get moving with our exercises from the British Council. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So we are now in episode 3, right? And it says here, remember, Marcia is from Human Resources. She calls the candidates to give them details of the interview. Okay. But before that, we have vocabulary and definitions. So let's work this out. Okay, an interview panel. What's the definition?
To pay back money, no. The cost of going somewhere for work, no. Group of people, no. Short statement, no. Formal talking. Can you explain topic, no idea to this? And maybe a formal talk in which you explain topic or an idea to an audience. Number 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 6. Yes. A personal statement. Maybe number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 5, a short statement required for some job application in which you introduce yourself and explain your interest in the job. Procedimiento. Number 1, a series of steps that you follow in order to do something. Presentation. Launchpad. Cost of coins. No. To pay back money, so no. A very large part of paper on which you can write down. No. Presentation of formal talk, which you explain a topic in already. Oh yes, tiene más sentido. An interview panel, maybe a group of people who ask you a question during an interview. Yeah. Number 5, rainbows. Okay, esto no es.
Okay, can you hear me? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. An interview panel, te voy a explicar un poquito sobre esto. Let me go into Spanish. Como ejemplo personal, cuando yo apliqué a Nissan, fabricante de automóviles, a mí me entrevistaron en un interview panel, 3 personas. El director del área, el senior manager y junior manager. ¿Ok? Y eso se trata, a group of people who ask you questions during an interview. So if they have a total of 10 questions, they divide the questions and they ask you, why are you applying? Are you comfortable in applying with the company? Are you expecting any challenges? And so on. Pero no siempre es así cuando te entrevistan. Usualmente es una entrevista individual donde en cierto horario te entrevista Human Resources, luego te entrevista el jefe del área, el director del área, el director de la planta, so on, so on. Hay diferentes formas de una entrevista. But an interview panel es cuando todos en un solo momento te entrevistan. Como si fuera Shark Tank o Big Brother. Okay, let's move on. What about to reimburse?
Yeah, that's the new vocabulary for me. What's the meaning of rainbows?
¿No te suena como español? ¿Reembolso?
Also, exactly. Or maybe the cost of going to work, like no, the payback would depend on official reason. Very large page for of paper which you can. Yeah, eso es más. Maybe letter C, the cost of going somewhere for work. No, this is the last one, the travel expenses. Maybe number 2, to pay back money to somebody.
Yeah, that's correct. Now, maybe the next one, you're not that familiar with it, pero a flip chart. Antes de que se usaran los smart boards o presentar en Zoom y todas esos tipos de plataformas, antes para presentar usabas un flip chart, que es una tabla como donde movías el papel. Escribías, terminabas de escribir y luego cambiabas el papel, no sé si te acuerdas, pero en grande.
Same to maybe a dashboard.
Es como si fuera un
A
notebook.
pizarra.
Yes, como una pizarra, pero en papel. The definition is this one. G. Can you read it?
Very large pad of paper on which you can write, draw, show information to an audience. Oh, perfect.
What about
A data projector is last one, a projector that connects to a computer so that you can show your computer screen on a large screen. And travel expenses is the cost of going somewhere for work, including food,
accommodation?
Accommodation and transport.
Okay. Are any of these definitions new to you?
No.
No? Okay. Let's go into the transcript, okay? All right. Can you help me with the reading?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Marcia Boardman. I'm calling from Wedware. Oh, hi, Marcia. Great to hear from you. You have already been told you been shortlisted for interview. Oh yes, great. Hello, can you hear me? Yes, it's okay. If you call you now, will you like me to call you back later? Oh no, that's okay. Go. Good. Well, we're very excited about meeting you. Okay, you just want to talk. You thought the procedure for the day. Someone will meet you when you arrive, reimburse you for any travel expense you may have, and then bring you up to meet myself and Philip Hart, the CEO. Oh, sounds good. So will you be the only members of the interview panel there? Them? Yes. It's just me and Philip who will talk to you. The interview will be in three parts. First of all, we'll ask you some general questions about yourself and your educational and professional background, and them will now move on to specifics. Oh, specifics, and well, uh, what kind of question will you be asking? Well, it's very similar to the personal statement you submit you with your CV. Will be expecting you to give actual examples of problems you face and solve, and of what you feel are your major success in your career so far. Oh, well, yeah, that sounds great. Can't wait. Then there, then there will change. So you ask any question about the job itself or whether in general. Oh, I I think or something. After that, we'll like you give a short presentation on how you see where we're as a company progressing and how you see yourself taking us there. Okay. So we'll be expect to give like a formal state presentation. That can be as a formal or as informal as you like. There will be a flip chart and data projector there's available. If you need anything else, just let us know. Oh, okay, presentation. I think of something I haven't done. One of those in a while. Is that all clear? Great. So Daniel, I'll you see at 11 a.m. awake tomorrow. Oh, great. Yeah. I look forward to meeting you. Thanks. Bye. Oh, Sarah. Well, seeing you at 1 p.m. a week tomorrow. Best of luck. Oh, thanks. I need it.
Okay, before we jump into the video, do you have any questions in vocabulary?
Yeah. What's the meaning of forward? Buscar.
Look forward,
Yeah. Look forward. Yeah.
hacia adelante. I look forward to meeting you. Yo miro hacia adelante para conocerte, encontrarte. Es como decir, espero verte muy pronto. It's something similar.
Oh, yeah.
O nos vemos
Espero.
pronto. Remember, we reached a point where many of the expressions cannot be translated directly into Spanish and English Spanish, okay?
Yeah.
Any more questions?
No more questions.
Okay, well, let's jump into the video. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, give me just a second. All right, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Marcia Boardman. I'm calling from Webware.
Oh, hi, Masha. Great to hear from you.
You'll have already been told you've been shortlisted for interview. Oh, yes. Great. Hello? Can you hear me? Yes. Is it okay if I call you now? Would you like me to call you back later? No, that's okay. Good. Well, we're very excited about meeting you. Okay, I just want to talk you through the procedure for the day. Someone will meet you when you arrive, reimburse you for any travel expenses you may have, and then bring you up to meet myself and Philip Hart, the CEO.
Okay, sounds good. So, will you be the only members of the interview panel there then?
Yes, it will be just me and Philip who will talk to you. The interview will be in 3 parts. First of all, we'll ask you some general questions about yourself and your educational and professional background. Then we'll move on to specifics. Oh, specific. What kind of questions will you be asking? Well, it'd be very similar to the personal statement you submitted with your CV. We'll be expecting you to give actual examples of problems you've faced and solved, and of what you feel your major successes in your career so far.
Okay, well, yeah, it sounds great. Can't wait.
Then there'll be a chance for you to ask us any questions about the job itself or webware in general. Oh, okay, I'll think of something. To that, we'd like you to give a short presentation on how you see webware as a company progressing and how you see yourself taking us there.
Okay, so will I be expected to give like a formal style presentation?
It can be as formal or as informal as you like. There'll be a flip chart and a data projector there available. If you need anything else, just let us know. Oh, okay. A presentation. I'll think of something. I haven't done one of those in a while. Is that all clear? Great. So, Daniel, I'll see you at 11 a.m. a week tomorrow.
Okay, great. Yeah, I look forward to meeting you. Thanks. Bye.
Okay, so Sarah will be seeing you at 1 p.m. a week tomorrow. Best of luck. Oh, thanks. I'll need it.
So what do you think?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's real difficult for these guys to presentation for this company.
Well, remember, they are supposed to be working in a similar company, so they should know what the questions are going to be about. Now, it's a director position,
Yeah.
right? It's not just any position, right? All right, so write a number 1 to 6 to put the stages of the interview process in order. Okay, so what is number 1?
Arrival and meeting.
Okay, number 2? I'll give you number 2.
Refund for the cost of getting to the interview. Perfect. Maybe number 3 is a short tag on the company's future.
No.
Okay, a question to Phillips and Marcy about the job or company.
I would go with this one.
General question about education. Okay, number 4, specific questions about problems and success at work.
Okay.
Number 5. Tendría más sentido la número 2, short tag and on the.
That's correct.
company's
Because
future and the last.
whenever you ask questions back, that's at the very end, right? 6, questions to Philip and Marcia about the job or company. Okay. Now let's move on. Put the words in order to make sentences. Okay. Number one.
You, Maria, I heard from. Hi, Maria. Great to hear from you.
Okay. So, hi, Marcia.
Marcia.
Great to hear from you. Okay, makes sense. Por ejemplo, cuando le contestaron a Marcia. Hi, Marcia. Great to hear from you. The next one.
Will of your interview panel, the only members.
We know will is the beginning.
Will will you the only members? Will be the only member of the interview panel.
Okay.
What? What kind of questions will be asking? What kind of question will you be asked? Yeah. Yeah. Will I don't know. Will I be expected to give a formal presentation? Okay. Presentation. I think of something. Okay. Okay, I look forward to meeting you.
Okay. All of these questions, expressions, they were in our vocabulary, in the dialogue, right? Remember, all of these are rules that we learned from Pearson. Okay. Now, I have a question. What did you have to do in your last job interview? What kind of questions were you asked? I know maybe you haven't applied for a job, but what about a scholarship? Or what about when you apply for school? Do you remember?
Not really, because in my college, we need to take an exam
Okay.
to apply it, and we don't have an interview. But in the exam has a lot of questions. For example, in math, chemistry. I don't remember a lot, but yeah, that's type of questions.
Okay, like general questions about your formal education.
Yeah, that's correct.
All right, but maybe not a formal interview, but you had to do some questions. You had to take an exam, right?
Yeah.
And what about internships or scholarships? Nothing?
Internships.
Mhm. Yeah.
What is the meaning of internships?
Well, in Mexico, we call them prácticas profesionales.
Oh, internships. Oh yeah, yeah. In the last year, I present my CV of a manufacturer of concrete.
Oh, okay.
And the company, yeah, and I had a interview with the company, and yeah, the company asked me, for example, my skills, my specific questions, because the company needs to a person who knows specific the procedure of, I don't know this word in English, molienda.
Okay. Like meal.
Yeah,
M-I-L-L, meal.
yeah, because la materia prima, I don't know what is
Raw
materia prima,
materials.
in this procedure
Mhm.
compared to concrete, raw materials. Oh, perfect. In this compared to polvo.
Okay, powder.
Yeah. Yes, this specific question. The company asked me if you know this procedure, and if maybe how I resolve problems for this procedure. For example, es muy complicado explicar en inglés. Me
It's okay, it's
preguntaron
okay.
cosas así.
Come on, do it. You're doing great.
Oh, thanks. Sí, me preguntaron así cosas sobre el procedimiento de molienda, porque me iba a encargar de ello.
Right.
Problemas que
Yes.
podían
I
surgir.
mean, I know they do these things, but they know that you don't have no previous experience. In the end, the expectation is that, did you study before going into the interview? Did you learn something before the interview about the processes? Okay.
Yeah.
Remember, whenever you go to an interview, you need to study the company, what they do,
Oh, yeah.
history. You need the background information, right?
Yeah.
You get familiar with them. Whenever you have a conversation, even if you have very little knowledge, you will be able to answer back or have some conversation going. Good. Okay. Let's move on to the next exercise. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's start with the first person. Daniel's interview doesn't go too well. What mistakes does he make? Okay. But before that, we have some vocabulary. Number one, Stepping stone.
Stepping stone. Something a person who is managing a stage or step that helps achieve a goal, a level of employment company, the physical parts of the computer, to fill an enthusiasm internet content. I don't know, but maybe number 5.
Okay. Okay. Sounds like it. What about fluent?
Fluent. Something speak language easily and quickly. Number 2, are able to speak a language easily and quickly.
Okay, yes. What about a managee?
Manage. A person who is managed by manager. Yeah, manager.
Good. Motivation.
A strong feeling of wanting to be as successful in life and achieve great things.
Okay. Ambition.
Oh no, maybe letter C is ambition, and the last one is motivation.
Okay. A position.
A level or rank of employment in a company. CEO, the first chief executive officer, yeah, the highest level manager in a company, and hardware, the physical part of computer.
Are any of these vocabulary words new to you?
Oh yeah, a stepping stone.
Okay, we're going to discuss that in more detail. Es como un escalón, es como decir, es un escalón para poder progresar.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. Any more questions?
Managing.
Oh, well, manager, managee. El managee está debajo del manager. Es la persona que está siendo dirigida por el manager.
Yes, como
employer, employee.
Perfect.
Okay. Let's move on into the dialogue, the transcript. Okay. Now, can you hear me with the reading?
Yeah. Hi there. Good morning, Daniel. Oh, then, please. I'm Marcia Boardman. We spoke on the phone, and this is Philip Hart, our CEO. Hello. Nice to meet you both. So it says here on your CV that you are interested in rock climbing. Yeah, I love it. Great. So when did you the last go climbing? Well, it was a while ago. Now, anywhere interesting? Yeah, I walked up in the hill behind my house. Took me about 30 minutes. Daniel, can you tell us a little bit about your current position? Certainly, as it says in the CV, in part of European sales team at Nidwar, where the world's leading supplier at it hardware. Why do you want to move on? Well, they're too small for me. Never are too small for you. Yeah, I'm looking I'm looking for something much bigger. Well, we're not a big company by any means that we're looking to grow. What fears attract you attract you to where in particular? Well, I see where as kind of lead of like stepping stone. Yeah, yeah, perfect. Sorry. Yeah, that's here. Gain the necessary experience that move on something bigger. Oh well, I do admire your ambition. Thanks. I got lots of it. Let's move on manage people. Can you give an example of a time when you had to deal with a particularly difficult managing? Sure. Well, I think that's one of my strong points actually. A couple of years ago, I was working with a guy. He wasn't pulling his weight, basically being lazy. So I told him to get out. Oh, you didn't give him a performance review or a warning, or perhaps try to develop his motivation? No, 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 no. Now of that rubbish. If someone's not working hard enough, then re-out. That's the way I work. I'm a hard man. I see. How could you handle a rapidly changing market? Basically, not change anything at all. Just continue as a normal regardless. According to your CV, you are fluent in Mandarin. Well, I wouldn't say fluent exactly, but I like Chinese food. Oh my god, I eat a lot, so I can read the menu. So you can actually speak the language or no? Can you tell about the time you had to close a particular challenging deal? I haven't had one. They're all easy for me. I close deals all the time. Oh well. Do you have any question for us? No. Oh, okay. Thanks. Let's move on to the presentation.
So what do you think about Daniel?
Oh my God. It's so rude. Maybe is ¿cómo se dice? Mentiroso, lazy,
Yeah, a liar.
liar. Yeah, it's liar because he don't speak Mandarin. He only read the menu on the restaurant, and this is enough for the fluent language.
Okay. Yes, you have to be careful whenever you put information in your interview, in your CV, right?
Yeah, yeah. Only the truth.
Okay. So let's move on into the video. You ready?
Yeah.
Hi there.
Good morning, Daniel.
Oh, Dan, please.
I'm Marcia Borden. We spoke on the phone, and this is Philip Hart, our CEO.
Hello. Nice to meet you both. So, it says here on your CV that you're interested in rock climbing. Yeah, I love it. Great. So do I. When did you last go climbing? Well, it was a while ago now. Anywhere interesting? Yeah, I walked up the hill behind my house. It took me about 30 minutes.
Okay, Daniel, can you tell us a little bit about your current position?
Certainly. As it says in the CV, I'm part of the European sales team at NetWorld. We're the world's leading supplier of IT hardware. Why do you want to move on? Well, they're too small for me.
Networld are too small for you.
Yeah, I'm looking for something much bigger. Well, we're not a big company by any means, but we are looking to grow. What first attracted you to webware in particular? Well, I see webware as kind of like a stepping stone.
Sorry?
Yeah, start here, gain the necessary experience, and then move on to something bigger. Okay. Well, I do admire your ambition. Thanks, I've got lots of it.
Let's move on to managing people. Can you give an example of a time when you had to deal with a particularly difficult managee?
Sure, well, I think that's one of my strong points, actually. A couple of years ago, I was working with a guy who wasn't pulling his weight, basically being lazy, so I told him to get out.
Didn't give him a performance review or a warning, or perhaps try to develop his motivation?
No, none of that rubbish. If someone's not working hard enough, then they're out. That's the way I work. I'm a hard man. How would you handle a rapidly changing market? Basically, not change anything at all. Just continue on as normal, regardless.
According to your CV, you are fluent in Mandarin.
Well, I wouldn't say fluent exactly, but I like Chinese food a lot, so I can read the menu. So you can't actually speak the language? No.
Can you tell us about a time you had to close a particularly challenging deal?
I haven't had one. They're all easy for me. I close deals all the time.
Okay, well, do you have any questions for us?
No. Oh. Okay. Thanks.
Let's move on to the presentation.
Okay. So what do you think?
I think he can not hire.
Okay. Yeah. We don't know if he's going to get hired. All right. Let's go into some sentences, true and false. Number 1.
Daniel's rock climbing experience is impressive. False. Daniel thinks that he should be working in a bigger company than network. Yet true. Daniel expects to work at Wedward for a long time. False. Marcia is impressed by Daniel's personal management skills. False. Daniel has a good ideas about how to handle a rapidly changing situation in the market. False. Daniel speaks Mandarin Chinese very well. No, Chinese well. False. Daniel thinks that closing deals is very easy. Yeah, it's true. Daniel's interview performance is good overall. False.
Okay. Yes. Well, he's got some issues there. He doesn't seem to be getting the interview seriously, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, let's do the next exercise. Put the tips in the correct group. I'll give you 5 minutes to complete this, okay?
Sure. Put the tips in the correct group. Mhm. 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 Mhm.
If you're ready, we can start. All the greens are the do's.
Perfect. Maybe ask questions, develop your answer with your details and explanations, highlight your strengths, mention plans to quit this company.
Oh, that's negative. That's a don't.
Okay. Show your interest in the company and the job, and give examples of things you done in your career.
Yes, that's correct. That's all the things that we need to do in an interview, and the rest are don'ts, right?
Yeah.
And I have a question. What were Daniel's good and bad points? What should he do to improve his interview performance?
Oh, okay. Maybe he's a good candidate, but the bad point, for example, is a liar in because he don't speak Mandarin very well. He only reads the menu, and
Rock climbing, right?
very honestly,
He doesn't know how to rock climb.
yeah, yes, it's very honest because he says for the he says for CEO of this company, I learn a lot of your company, and when I I know all the knowledge, I get out, um find a bigger company than yours.
Yeah, I
Maybe
mean,
that's
he's
not
giving he's giving plans that he's going to quit.
yeah, maybe that's not good idea in an interview.
Yeah, that you shouldn't mention those things, right?
Yeah, really. But maybe in his presentation, he, I don't know, maybe his presentation is very well, and finally the company is hired.
Okay. Well, we're going to find out that. Now, let's move on to the next episode. We still got time. Sarah goes for her interview. How will she do? Okay. Now, the next candidate. We have some vocabulary before. To diversify, what is the definition?
Okay, so no, it's not hard. To become more varied or make something more varied. Picky.
The next one, picky.
I don't know. Picky. Number 3, voluntary work is the first work that is in pain, often for charity organizations.
Okay, often for charity and organizations. What about technicalities?
Precise or technical details in a contract.
Precise or technical details in a contract, okay. And to pull something off? That would be to do something successfully. To pull something off es como sacarse algo de la manga.
Oh, perfect. To move on, to leave a job.
Yes, seguir adelante. To move on, to leave a job. And what about the carbon footprint?
The last one, an amount of carbon dioxide produced by
Remember,
something.
any company, it doesn't matter what company, they produce carbon dioxide. They contaminate paper, electricity, gasoline. All companies, they waste. They produce waste, electricity, waste from the bathrooms, you know? So how companies deal with reducing the amount of carbon dioxide or being green, not to intervene too much with nature. And what about the last one, temperament?
Now let's see, a prevailing or dominant quality of mind that characterize somebody.
Yes, el temperamento. So picky es ser estricto. Okay, picky, hard to please or satisfy, knowing what you want or like, and not accepting anything else. Okay.
Perfect.
Any questions here?
No.
No? Okay. Well, let's move on into the dialogue. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah. Hi, Sarah. Hi, I'm Marcia Borman. We spoke on the phone. Oh, yes, I remember. I was having a bad day. Oh, and I was having a bad day. Okay. And this is Philip Hart, our CEO. Hello. Hello, it is very nice to meet you, Bob. It says in your CV that you voluntary work. Well, when I have time, yes, I do work in at a center of children with difficulties. That must be very interesting. It's rewarding and challenging. Sarah, can you tell us a little bit about your current position? Oh, thanks. I'm a assistant sales director for a change of language schools, so this post will be quite a change then. I don't think so, honestly, because the skills are the same despite the product. What are you thinking of moving on? Well, I come as far as I can. I am my current position. I feel I'm 28 now and will love to take up somebody more responsibility. Oh, let's move on to management people. Can you give an example of when you had to deal with a particular difficult managing? Well, yes, I had two people working for me who didn't get along at all. They had no shared values, different temperaments, and used to argue a lot. It looked like it was impossible for them to work together. So I sat down with them and we talked about their difference and their problems, and after that things went much more smoothly. How will you deal with a rapidly changing or uncertain global market? Oh, that's actually something I want to talk about in my presentation, but I say to stay flexible and to diversify markets and sales strategies. It says in CV you speak French and Spanish. Yes, I do. I live in both France and Spain for a while. Any plans to learn other language? I love to try. Oh, can you tell us about a time you had to close a particular challenging deal? Well, the biggest contract I won and the thing I'm most proud of professionally was with a large university in India to provide language training. The contract was full on technicalities and the client was very picky, but I still pulled it off. Oh, do you have any question for us? Yes, about your ethical policy and your carbon footprint. I was wondering whether you are planning to reduce your carbon footprint and whether all your products are ethical sourced. That's a very good question, and that's something we're moving towards of at the moment. Oh, well, let's move on the presentation.
Okay. Any questions on the vocabulary here?
Towards, moving towards.
Words. We're moving towards at the moment. That's a very good question. That's something we're moving towards at the moment. They talk about this, ethically sourced and carbon footprint. That's something we're moving towards. Es como decir, eso es algo que estamos buscando implementar, algo que estamos buscando, que nos estamos moviendo a implementar o nos dirigimos hacia eso.
Perfect. One word, un
Go
poquito
up.
más arriba. No, hay una palabrita aquí. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está? Yes, and then after that, things went much more smoothly.
Smoothly.
Yeah.
Smoothly. Más tranquilas, más suaves. Comfortable, smoothly. Smooth significa suave, como sedoso, pero también se usa figurativamente para decir, and after that things went much more smoothly. Después de eso las cosas salieron mucho mejor o mucho más fluidas, más suaves. Okay. Sergio, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to stop here and we will continue tomorrow with the video, okay?
Perfect, César. Ya sería mi gallo.
Yeah, pretty good practice, okay? And we're learning a lot of vocabulary. I will share this information with you so you can have it. Now, can you help me with the daily survey?
Yeah. It's okay, César.
Thank you so much, Sergio. Have a great day. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bye, César. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.